Hey guys, welcome back to IPL5 action on Chaotic TV. This is game 2 of our best of 3 series between this Zerg and this Terran. We have the blue Zerg in the bottom left of Daybreak. He plays for Team FXO. He is the Leenock. His opponent taking game 1 after a failed attempt by Leenock to exert some early pressure. He is Apocalypse from Team Quantic Gaming. Now, I forgot to tell you his Twitter ID in the last game. It is Quantic APOC, so Quantic APOC, and FXO Leenock is just FXO Leenock. But I doubt that Leenock will do the same exact thing he did in the last game. We'll see what happens when he is at 10-10 right now, and he's probably just going to go over here and no, he's going for the Overlord. He's going to use this 10th drone to do some scouting, so he's not super uneconomic at home, but he can still put down, he still had enough minerals to drop the 3 drones here, and you can see he's already pre-targeted them. That's pretty fancy, I have to do say so myself. We have 12 barracks out of Apocalypse. I'm still getting used to the ID. Sorry for the very quick camera jerkage. But we're looking for proxy barracks out of Apocalypse this time. Leenock has played against very powerful Koreans that do this, many of them Marine King, and MVP doesn't normally do that, but you have seen other players like Gumiho do them. Mostly Marine King is the one who cheats this, everybody knows. He used to go into macro mode after his first couple seasons of cheese, and now he's back into super cheese, or very, very greedy play. And it's usually win or lose with him. Most of the time it's kind of lose, of late at least. He's in Code A right now, and I haven't caught up on his games of yet, because I work a 40-hour-a-week job, and then I try to work on Chaotic TV for E5 folk, but since casting takes so long, and then there's editing, uploading, and tagging on YouTube, I also have the website, the logo, the branding, the gear that I'm trying to design so that I can go to the Heart of the Swarm launch party in Irvine, California on March 11th, which I'm looking forward to. It's only in less than 20 days. My buddy bought his IPL6 ticket, so I'm going to have a friend that goes with me to IPL6. It should be very, very cool. Biggest bar craft around, folks. If you can't, if you can figure out a way to get there, it's only a $30 ticket for the general admission, and you're just sitting there boozing with everybody, and it's so much fun to watch. I swear. And you just walk into the other room where there's 50 of your favorite pros playing against each other in one-on-ones on just a whole bunch of computers with a little bit of stanchions and rope behind them keeping... Whoa, that was a big camera flick. Apologies. And Leenock has gone for the very safe Speedling type setup, but after he got his hatchery. Some players will go for the Speedlings before hatchery, just for that extra protection. But Leenock feels safe enough against Apocalypse, especially on a bigger map like Daybreak. It's not a huge map. It's about a medium-sized map, but it's a very faithful map to all players of all races. And we already see a 3rd command center coming out of Apocalypse. He does not have his 2 extra barracks down, and he's going for refineries on top of this, so you can just see how greedy this is. Now he's going to put down another barracks, and once he gets 100 gas, he will probably put down a factory right behind this without getting any upgrades before he gets any medevacs. But we're going to see that the SCVs are still scouting for a 3rd base of Leenock. Leenock, on the other hand, has not decided to put down a baling nest as of yet, nor... Oh, he's going for roaches. It's going to be very, very powerful against what you see out of Apocalypse right now, since he has nothing on the low ground to fight this. He's got no bunkers. He's got no add-ons, especially since he's gone for this 3rd command center, and he's going for the factories. This is going to play right into Leenock's hands. He does not have any marauders against these roaches. And I believe Leenock knows this. Apologies for the video lag that you see here. Again, it's the version difference that's giving me problems. And I remember Day9 talking about this, but I didn't really actually know what he meant by it. I have to relog out. I get disconnected from Battle.net every time I load an earlier version replay, and I have to log back in to change the replay to the next game. It's getting very, very annoying. Usually I have only about 30 seconds in between these casts. If I have enough, if I have a beer or I don't have to use the restroom. We're going to see reactor Hellions. That's not going to work so much against these roaches that are going to come across the map. As I'm telling you, he's got 10 roaches and a couple of lings coming across. It's going to be very, very powerful against the very few units that are available out of Apocalypse. You can see the supply difference right now for Leenock is, pardon me, pretty favorable. He's going to be able to force in a lift on this orbital command. He's not going to really attack this bunker. There are no Marauders as of yet coming out. We have a reactor coming out on this, on this barracks, which if it were a tech lab, he would probably be fine with just a bunch of Marauders and a couple of Hellions, just being able to seriously tank the top of his ramp until Leenock gets up and runs away. But Leenock is going to come in with this huge force. You can see that the roaches are already across the map. Reinforcing things are coming behind it. We're going to have to... Oh, it's going to be a Baneling bust with roaches. I'm very sorry for the lag. But you can see that he's already pushing forward with the roaches to see what he can do. He's still out of range of this top bunker, except for that very forwardmost roach, and he's pushing forward with this many SCVs. He's going to be able to Baneling bust right through this, the stim that was coming out. He's going to take out these Hellions with that. You probably see that the Baneling was able to attack that many SCVs. A single shot from each of these roaches is going to take out them. You see how many have already died on the low ground. He's killed 16 workers. Leenock has 22. You see how quickly these are dying to the Lings and stuff like that are here. He's pulled almost all of them. Apocalypse, I don't think, is going to be able to survive this, even if he does hold off the remaining roaches and stuff like that. He's not going to be able to survive Leenock's reinforcing Lings that are coming across the map. He's just going to come over here, re-Baneling up a little bit, and just roll in and try to kill as many of these SCVs that are there now. Now he's got a couple of mules, which are going to be really helpful, and he's not even going to get near supply blocking Leenock before Leenock gets over here. Builds a couple of Banelings and runs in again. Look at the money he had right there. He built 11 roaches instead, holding off on the Banelings until the roaches come across the map, and I don't think Apocalypse is long for Daybreak. It's going to say for this world, and then I remembered that Daybreak is a space platform right in the middle of that sentence. So the extra command center is going to be very fortunate for Apocalypse, but he is supply blocked right now because he lost those two supply depots at the very front of his base, and he's actually not going to be able to utilize the extra SCV production he's got with this third command center, which is very helpful for both fleshing out your mineral lines as well as re-upping on your SCV count once you lose to the push that Leenock has. Look how many Banelings are here right now. We've got 15 Banelings rolling in for Leenock against the 49 supply capped Apocalypse. There are 4. I was just going to run them right in there. You can see how quickly these Banelings got one shot by these Hellions, but since they only have 2 shots left on them anyway, the Banelings are going to do very well. There's the big lift. He's just continue pushing forward against that bunker. The bunker is gone, and the roaches are going to be able to hear it for cleanup. He's killing off all of the Hellions. The Marines are all down. The SCVs are going to continue to die. Look how many have died. 44 in 11 minutes and 15 seconds. That is ridiculous. He's going to land this up on the top, but there's not even a wall off here. The stim doesn't have any starport to heal it. Even if he did have stim, he would just stim once and die to the very quickly. He's blocking the oh my god, even more Lings coming in right now. The supply is 60 to 20 right now. The Banelings are continuing to kill whatever is left over. 50 workers have been killed in less than 12 minutes. That is ever so ridiculous. FXO Leenock takes game 2 quite handily in what I would call a build order win. So we're going to have to see who takes this series in game 3 in just a second, folks. From Chaotic TV, thank you very much for watching. Cheers.